Hey everybody, Radaman here. Thanks for tuning in to Starsector. So last we left off, we had made ourselves rather broke, and what I'm going to need to do is to hit up some bounties. There's one really easy Tritachyon bounty not too far from me, just to pad the bank account here. I'm also ridiculously low on fuel too, so I'm going to have to go to the core worlds and fuel back up. And then what I'm planning on doing this episode is chasing down either some trade or some bounties, basically supplementing the money that I have. Oh, here we are. Bounty ended. No, that's not it. You are a notorious pirate, blah, 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 supergiant. Oh, I just passed the supergiant. I don't know if I have the fuel to keep doubling back. So she's somewhere around here. Near a gas giant. Oh, she's near the other gravity well. My bad. Oh, well. At least I'm not using fuel while I'm in here. I'm only using supplies. Oh, another thing I wanted to do is change my officers. I just realized they're all in the wrong order. So, Max, you're going to be on Tragic Hysteria. Bora, you're going to get defensive systems, and you are going to be in Talon. Redog will give you combat experience and put you in the Dominator. Gaze into the void. Glitch, you're going to take Monday here. More gunnery, more impact, more helmsman. And then Arise Edwards into Apogee, and the Apogee here is going to be renamed the Robinator. Alright, there we go. Nicely laid out, more sensibly. So this little fleet is definitely going to run for me, because it is teeny and compared to mine. There it is. Little bounty. Don't make me chase you. Alright. Well, I should be faster than it, so... let's pursue. I'm going to take my second in command to chase them down. I'm going to deploy my small ships. They blew them all up. I don't want their ships. But I will take their wreckage. Okay, so we leveled up a little bit. Who leveled up? Oh, no, just a little rep. So that tiny amount of money will keep us afloat to the end of the month. There's a Luddic Path base being offered here. It is harassing a ton of planets. Let's go try to find where that is. Blow that up. I do need money, but oh, you know what? I can't do that. I need to go get some fuel. I'm too low on fuel. Also, a ton of new bounties were just offered up. Maybe some closer. So I've mentioned this before, but if you run out of fuel, you will drift to the closest star, and then you can put out an emergency broadcast to try to encourage people to come help refuel you, or you can start to scuttle ships or whatnot. But yeah, here's you're running low on fuel, but I know that. But I'm right here at the worlds I'm trading with, so it's not much of a problem. Alright, my fuel is out completely. So we'll refuel that. And sell some weapons. And let's buy... I'm going to buy all their supplies. That's a lot of money. Another thing I wanted to do, go into the command screen here. I wanted to fire this Hakamnil administrator because he's just too expensive and I can't afford him. So I just fired him. Yes. Alright, so let's go back at it. These new bounties that were just offered. The one in Big Ping is not too far away. We have an Astral Strike Carrier. This guy would be pretty easy bounty. This one would be a tough bounty. Alright, I'm going to blow up the Luddite base and then maybe do some other bounties. Sure, you can scam me. I don't mind. And the Patrol HQ just finished at Lubueta. So, Lubueta actually should have the actual administrator governing it. What this does is it increases the stability a little bit by 1, and then increases the ground defense strength, which means if someone tried to invade, like take over my world, I'd have defenders. So that's good too. Sorry, Gaze, I just hit a storm and got you a little wrecked. You can pair it up quick. So those monthly expenses right there, I was just paying Hakam Nil for the days he was the administrator. So I went down about his salary, which means next month I'm likely to get pretty close to breaking even, which is very good. Okay, I think I have the right area because there is Luddic stuff everywhere here. I'm breaking their stuff down for salvage. Ooh, debris field. I didn't mean to turn off my sustain burn, though. Alright. Where is their base? Their base is probably near one of the planets, so I'll just keep poking around. Ooh, that's a fleet. Let me ambush this fleet. So the fleets in a system like this, what they would do is they would inevitably support the station. So if I wanted to destroy the station and didn't want the station to have a ton of ships defending it, it's best to just pick a fight with the fleet, even if there's no bounty on that fleet, because you're eventually going to have to blow them up anyway. So here I am, blowing them up anyway. The Luddites tend to have terrible ships, like really low-tech, pretty poorly constructed and manufactured ships, but they have tons of them. They tend to have huge numbers in lieu of high-tech ships. I like to do the very opposite. Although they have a Sunder. I'm staring at them right now. Alright, you guys need to pick a fight with me. It's a 2v1. Just nut up or shut up. Fine. I'm flying back to my own ships if they're gonna keep sailing away from me. Come on, commit. Ditch some, and alright, let's start shredding ships. Hey Sunder, didn't think I'd be ready for you in time, did you? Here I am. You are so done. Going. We have an apogee in peril here, so I'm going to tell this where is it? This apogee here to retreat, or actually direct retreat. Direct retreat is like don't even fight anything chasing you, just get out. Whereas retreat is like do it, but don't leave yourself undefended. There's enough of us around to keep them covered. That I'm telling them to just get out straight away. Alright, who's left? They have a bunch of ships on the east here. I'm going to tell my Paragon to turn around and start fighting that direction. Oops, kind of bumped the Paragon. Let's pretend I didn't. This is what, a drover? No, a brawler. The fighters took care of it. All these small hit-and-run ships are getting shredded by me. Colossus wants to fight. Stupid debris that got in the way in tank form. Alright, just because I've won doesn't mean I'm done. And, come on, one. There we go. Any other reason for me to stay here? No, not really. All their big ships are done. I didn't lose anyone. Ship recovery. Do I want a super busted Sunder? I don't think so. If you skip the recovery, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the past, you just end up getting material for breaking it down, basically. Alright, I leveled up. Oh, I just got safety. I already knew that. Alright, I'm done doing that. Let's level up. I want to level electronic warfare. That will give me eventually a fleet-wide enemy weapon range reduction, which means I outshoot them better. So the Bloodic Path base is here, after all. And let's go do this thing. Everybody follow the Paragon. Paragon, go on in. Alright, now that I've discovered where their station is, I'm going to tell the Paragon. Actually, I'll tell everyone to just directly attack it. How many sides does this space station have? 3-sided, alright. A little bit harder than the past ones, but given my battleships, I don't think it will be much of a problem. So one side is significantly larger than the other two, keeping that in mind as well. They also have some brawlers and stuff that I can help to get rid of. Brawler definitely left. Alright, so the Paragon is, laying into the big side, the strong side of their space station. It's all lend a hand, using my abilities to hammer. I'm I'm overloaded, so I'm going to go hide behind their ships. I really shouldn't allow myself to get overloaded like that, but whatever. Alright, that strong side is destroyed, so my blood, sweat, and tears were for a reason. And 2/3 of the base is destroyed. Just a third left. Ooh, I just got hit real hard. Alright, let me take better care of my own craft. About to outflux. Oh, no, they overloaded me again. Oh, that hammerhead's gonna want a piece while I'm disabled, so let me get away from him. Luckily, there's the apogee that I can hide near or behind. Alright, Hammerhead, you thought you could kick the weak while they're down? Let's see how true that is. Come back. Where are you going? Where are you going, big man? Alright, the orbital station's gone. And the stupid Hammerhead that thought he could play is having a very bad, no good funeral. All right, claim victory. Pick through the wreckage. Everybody levels up. Let's level them up then. Max power, Max Helmman. Vredog, or Bora. Let's give you Helmsman as well. And level that up. Evasive action. Combat endurance. Ordnance expertise. Power grid. Helmsman. Helmsman. I like maxing Helmsman because they can keep their ships up and move. Crew under strength. So I lost some crew members. I'm going to mothball or suspend. Is there a way for me to lower my crew requirements? Efficiency? I think the, the efficiency overhaul at a dock would, but I'm not near a dock. So I'll just have to go add some crew. Oh, a not so damaged hammerhead. I'll add it to my fleet, meaning that it's going to be even harder for me to crew up the people I've got. And let's go to Rama. That was dumb. You had an inferior fleet to me, and you were trying to do an interdiction pulse. Things not to do for 100. So the maximum repair that I can get to is significantly lower than my max because I don't have the fleet. Some crew members, due to the damage that ships sustained, died. But I do believe that I left some ships at Livueta. Or some crew people, rather, at Livueta. So let's hop back over to Livueta. See if that's true. Repair my ships. Alright. In storage. I'm going to store my nice weapons in there. I don't really care for auto pulse lasers, so I'll keep that with me. I don't actually see crew being stored here in Livueta. I must have taken them. I am mistaken. Let's see if there's any... Oh, there's a contract to deliver some stuff. Not for a whole lot of money, but I might be back. I might want that anyway. Let's check Bezel. No, nothing at the dockside bar. There is a Merc here, though. Steady, wing, helm, and impact mitigation. Yeah, I will hire you. Sounds good. Well, I have a brand new ship, so you are going to be captain of the Hammerhead. Let's put you in. Alright, fleet. Hammerhead's clearly the same size as the Radamanthine here, so not a very powerful ship. And likely to get blown up, but it might give her the opportunity to level up or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is take crew from my colonies. And at the end of the month, they'll bill me. Alright, so next, let's take a look at the bounties around. So there's this bounty that's going to be pretty hard because that's an onslaught and a ton of other big ships. This bounty is a little bit easier. So I'm going to head to the easier bounty because I'm a coward. Not a coward, but you know. He is Baron in a primary star, an orange primary star, so he's here. And here's my pickets. So this is my own fleets that I automatically generate to protect my own territory. Oh, you know what? Taking a look at my current... Yeah, no, I'm changing my mind. My current supplies and my current fuel is pretty miserable, so I'm going to head down to the core worlds. But actually, let me go pick up that delivery contract while I'm here. My fuel's really, really bad at, from a second look, which means yeah, I'll handle the contract. So what that means is I should try to actually hit a bunch of storms. Oh, is that pirates? Who's attacking my little space station over here? Pirate raiders. All right, I'm gonna join the battle. Nope, they're fleeing. Come on. Join the... No, let me join the battle. Stupid belters aren't letting me fight. Alright, I'm engaging on them in hopes that I can get some supplies out of them. I didn't really see that they had a lot of fast ships. I'm going to leave my slow ships out of this fight. They didn't have any like big guys or anything. Hope I'm not wrong. They have a lot of ships, but they're small. Alright, who wants to fight? Who am I fighting first? You? You make me miss and look like a fool here. Oh, you little afflictor. Gremlin. Alright, Gremlin, you gonna sit there like that? That's fine. You'll have to come out eventually. And when you do... Oh! My hammerhead already got disabled. Gremlin's dead. Well, that was a short life for the hammerhead. I guess I really didn't refit it, give it good weapons or anything. Kind of paid minimum attention to it. Thought it would survive a little bit longer than not at all. Oh, let's go help our Dominator. Killing these mules. This mule is so dead. Alright, this mule is dead too. Kite's dead. I'll get the Colossus in a second. And yeah, we've pretty much won. All right, claim victory. I'm going to let them go. Consider ship recovery. Nope. Well, that hammerhead is officially donezo. I did get some fuel back, which is going to make it a little bit easier to... oh, let me pick through the rubble. It's going to make it a little easier to get to civilization now. This is another one of the reasons why it is wise to colonize a system that has volatiles so that you can make your own fuel. As you can see, the pickets, the little like patrol ships that I've employed, that my colonies have employed, just actually managed to reclaim. What are you? More Corsairs? Yeah, I'm gonna take them out myself. My home fleets aren't big enough to deal with like Corsairs. I'm gonna leave the... No, I'll deploy everyone. No, that's more supplies than I want. What do I want to do? I'll deploy everyone. Everyone needs to level up. Alright, I'm gonna tell them all to full assault. So yeah, once colonies have like orbital stations, they can start manufacturing some small ships. If you add industries that allow you to manufacture bigger ships, you'll get bigger ships. But you'll have some automatic fleets that you'll generate, and those fleets will help to keep your system nice and protected, so that the constant harassing pirates, because they always harass. Everyone deals with pirates. The constant harassing pirates don't capture your territories, capture your stable point constructions, that kind of stuff. Alright, Wolf. You want to fight? Let's go! Good, I got him overloaded. I'll be easy to break him. Alright, let's focus on someone else. Someone our own size. Rather than these little fighters that are not leaving me alone. If I fly next to this apogee, yeah, they'll blow it up for me. Yeah, I much prefer to have a few super elite ships than the pirate or Luddite approach of just overwhelming numbers. It looks way cooler to have my little Sunder, who's the same class size as a mule, be able to destroy like 5 mules in a fight. Or more if I play it right. Who's even left? Oh, there. Oh boy, that glitch down there is needing a little bit of attention. He's in like a 5v1. He's holding out all right. I could see his hull's taking a little bit of damage, but he's okay. I could just win right now, but I kind of want to destroy the... What does this say? Mule? Yeah, I kind of want to destroy the mule that are harassing him. Hey, Wayfarer. The Atlacoya Wayfarer. I have bad news for you. There is a tax fighting me, and the tax is death. Bye-bye. Alright, the mule just got disabled, and now there's just this wolf. Good, I overloaded it. It's dead too. Alright, let's claim victory. There might have been another... yeah, there was one other ship, but it doesn't really matter. Let him go. I'm not even consider ship recovery, because none of their ships interested me. I leveled up in that fight, which is pretty cool. So let's do another. So now, with my electronic warfare, I'm reducing the enemy weapon range a bit. And I keep getting blueprints. I know that one, I know that one, I know these. Alright. Let's get to Zagan now. I managed to blow up enough enemy fleets for fuel. So all of the pirate fleets that were here, I think was a colony threat. One beacon low. I destroyed a pirate base here, or someone, yeah, it was a pirate base was destroyed, but all the ships that they had sent, I guess, just got to my my home system and was causing that fight. I'm hitting just about every storm. Alright, let's stop hitting storms. Alright, definitely need to refuel. I'm low, down to about 100. But given that originally I wasn't even going to have enough fuel to get here, that's pretty good. Because originally, if I hadn't blown up those pirate fleets... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, they're trying to scan me. That's why they weren't allowing me to trade. Alright. Now, I can't sell the food because I have a trade mission for that. I don't want to sell any blueprints on the black market, because then pirates get their hands on it. So I'll open market that stuff. Some of my officers leveled up. Oh, Joyce is wing commander. I'm gonna get rid of her. Didn't realize that she had that. Alright, let's get to my current mission of food delivery. It's not too far off. Flew right through that storm with no damage. Alright. Alright, I am heading to Syndria. Alright, the Independents like me a little bit more for that. Uh, 50 lobsters. Sure, I'll accept. That guy's timid? You wouldn't know it by his face. Let's buy some more black market fuel and supplies. Fueling us for bigger things. Just seeing what they have on the black market. Oh, they do have a Sunder here. Well, look at that. A part of me almost wants to buy a spare Sunder just in case mine gets destroyed, but that might be bad juju to have like a backup in case my mine gets blown up. No. Oh, yep. Okay, you can scan. I didn't have anything illegal. I just didn't want them to scan me because I don't want to avail my cargo holds. So, delivery is completed. Taking a look at the bounties. There's not 24 days remaining on that, but that might be a little bit more than 24 days away, so I'm not going to go for that as a result. This one is from the Independents. I could do that one. There's a little bit more time on the clock for that. Doesn't take me near home, but I'll cope. There's a ton of other bounties being popping up here. Okay, so here's a pirate base bounty that just popped up. I'm not going to take these because they're from the Luddites. Well, that one isn't, but this is from the Luddic Church. So this is Delta Brigador, staging base for raids. They could be raiding my home, too. That's one of the advantages of taking out pirate bases is it keeps them away from your home. Now, the next upgrade I'd like to make is taking a look at my two worlds, Livueta and Bezel. So the patrol HQ here is upgraded, but not the one at Bezel. The Bezel does not have a patrol HQ. So that is the next step. 300,000 for another patrol HQ. So, did that say Delta Brigador? Yeah, alright. That narrows it down, because there's almost nothing here. Now, the bounty's not that high, so it's probably a small pirate base. Oh, supply cache. Don't mind if I do. But they're definitely here somewhere, because, oh, maybe to my east, or to my right, or whatever kind of directions you have in space. Well, that's a big old fleet. They have a ton of ships, but they're not particularly powerful. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to be able to deploy only 4 ships. I'm going to sit on the sensor jammer here. So, because of my ECM skills, they have an enemy weapon range of minus 13%. And when I get the sensor jammer, I'm going to have an added weapon range. So they're going to have to get a lot closer to me than I to them. Which in the game of rocks, paper, scissors is sort of cheating. And I love it. But it's not cheating, it's skills. Did I? Okay. I'm going to tell all of them to follow me. My big old heavy escort. So I'd like to be able to field my 2 apogees, but in order to do that, I have to start blowing up their ships. So now they have a minus 15% weapon range, or 13% weapon range. I like it. Where are they? They're popping up here. Their ships are super destroyed. Super damaged, I should say, not destroyed. Yeah. You're just a kite, dude. So if I destroy some ships, if I destroy a bunch of mules, maybe we'll get space to add new dudes. My apogees. Oh man, that poor mule just like flew into the heart of that. And then I crashed into my own Paragon and damaged my own ship. You know, like you do. Alright, so one more deployment point, we get another apogee. Or our first apogee, I should say. And it looks... Oh, there we go. Go out to the tab screen and telling the apogee to then deploy to my location. Finish off this mule. And then back up because my flux is really bad. Alright, I'm going to tell everybody to search and destroy. That's like a just do whatever you want. Follow your own personal AI or whatever. Because I saw a lot of the ships that were on my heavy escort were not engaging. And I don't really need ships sitting back because this is a big old fight. Alright, that Falcon there is not ready to get blown up yet. Battles like these, sometimes it's hard to figure out what's a missile, what's a fighter, what's a big threat, what's a small threat. That's something that just comes with experience, I guess. It's classifying dangers quickly and appropriately. Alright, I have enough deployment points to deploy the last apogee, but I don't think I will because we don't really need it now. Yo, Mr. Apogee, can you help me with this fight? Or are you going to stand back like a jerk? Jerk, you say. Alright. Fine. I'll get the giant ship my own self. Thank you. Alright, let's get the this venture. This is a big old fleet battle. Most of their stuff is pretty damaged, destroyed. They're pretty much just cleaning up now. But there's still room for error. Come on, you want to fight or you want to flee? Flee it is, alright. Cool. Well, let's go after the Atlases. They're supposed to be fuel tankers, so... as you can imagine, they're not actually set up very well for combat. Oh, you're back. Fatal mistake. For both of you. Let's pop their fuel tankers. They do tend to have a ton of missiles. And they blow up real pretty. Same with the Colossus. Oh, there goes the Colossus. And this one's overloaded if I could get to it in time. The debris of the Atlas is in the way. If you blow up debris enough, it does break apart, but it's definitely not worth the flux. Alright, that Colossus is done. What about this Condor? Done. What about this other Condor? I need better anti-fighter weapons in my alt slots. Because I have so many fighters that want to tangle. I just don't have the weapons to fight them. I have dinky little point defense weapons that don't go anti-fighter all that effectively. Alright, so they have one last Condor, but I'm feeling particularly vindictive, so I'm gonna go chase them down. No, maybe I won't need to. The Legion's fighters are just ripping them apart. And that's it. Alright, that's enough from me. I broke tons of your ships. I'm going to tell my second in command to actually wipe you up. As far as recovery, I don't want any of your junk ships. And here we are. The loot. It's Hellbore, yeah, I'll put a Hellbore away. Only 8k, that's not so bad. Alright, there is some sort of pirate... Let me turn off my transponder. Oh, there's the pirate base. Okay, military options, let's engage. And deploy my everything against it. I'm not going to issue any command orders until I see it, and my first command order will be everybody go blow that thing up. You know, like you do. I don't see it yet. There it is. Alright, everybody blow that up. That is no moon. Oh, it's a high-tech. I'm not used to pirates having high-tech stations, so that just determines the types of weapons they have. As you can see, as a high-tech, it has like lasers instead of kinetics. It's slightly different look and layout and all that. Matters not. Excuse me, don't harass my apogee. So it has like little shield pylons that supply shields for it. No, you're not gonna laser me. Keep going. And kablop. You know what poking the bear is? Alright, well, that base is gone. Picking through the wreckage, we got some all-pulsars and gravitons. Nothing to write home about, but leveled up. That's pretty cool. And we can pick through all their debris. Really? You're going to interdict pulse me? You guys don't even have the cojones to attack me. Why pulse me? I'm standing right here. I'm not having even moved. Now the thing is, if enough of them group up like this, they'll be like, oh, you know what? If we all work together, we'll win. I don't really care about fighting a ton of pirates. So let's max out my ECM package. So that we maximum reduce enemy weapon range. That works for me. And then fleets. Max power, this is your second to last level up. And your last one would be power grid manipulation. So you sort of aim to have 7 maxed skills on your officers. So when you're adding skills to them, look to add, I'll give you target analysis. Look to add 7 ones that you like, so you don't get stuck with things like missile spec, which only in isolated situations is that going to be something you're going to want. Alright, so I'm just going to jump out of the system. No point in staying here. What's my next bounty? Another pirate base or this dude? I'll go to this dude. I have 21 days remaining. You are near Volcanic World in a trinary star system. This is the only trinary star system, so I know exactly where he is. But I'm out of time, guys, so that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this episode, me just trying to make some money, almost running out of gas. Tips, tricks, feedback for me, anything like that, drop me a line. If you're a patron of mine and would like a pilot, officer, ship, anything like that named after you, just reach out to me on Discord, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Adios.